Hey guys, how's it going? Today is February 4th, 2022. It's a Saturday. Coming out here in the barn to get the skid loader and scrape. And I started the 2290 up. It's on the mixer, and that's how I get going with mix and feed. Last night it was really windy, and it got down to negative temperatures with the wind chill. And this morning the choke was froze on the 642B Bobcat. The bull's staying there in the road. Keep an eye on him. You never want to turn your back on a bull. They can be very dangerous. So we had the one and only skid loader that's usable right now, the New Holland LS 180 on the scraper. So I need the scraper on the bunk. We always do that before feeding in the morning, but we also scrape before both milking. So we scrape total of 3 times a day. This time when we scrape, we only scrape around the bunk. We don't scrape back in the barn where the free stalls are at. We just like to scrape around the bunk, keep the manure cleaned up so the cows don't have to stand in the manure. The boom is locked up. It's just easier to put it over here along the gate. The scraper on when the boom is locked. And the cows got the seat tore out of here. Took the door off because the last time it was in here, they tore the windshield wiper off the door, and that thing, we had to get a whole new motor and everything, and that was not cheap. So it's just easier to take the door off whenever we put it on the scraper. The glow plugs are gone, and it's kind of warmed up a little bit out because it's not windy anymore, but it still is in the teens. So after I get this scraped, we can use the skid loader, this skid loader, to mix feed. And Dad's using the tractor right now to put a bale of hay in the mixer. Froze up a little bit down here where the air can get to the end of the barn. We like to keep the barn opened up a little bit just so enough ventilation can come through here. But we do have the curtain up on this side and then right there still. So, and then that barn door up there is closed, so the only air can come in up there, and then it exits out here. Cows have to have plenty of air moving through the barn. That way there's not stale air, because that can make them sick, give them pneumonia. fueling up the New Holland skid loader here. I got the pallet forks on the front. We're gonna go up, and my dad's buddy Ryan, he come over. He's gonna help us today. We gotta bed up all the heifers, and some of them need hay put in, but they don't need TMR. We feed TMR every other day, so they were fed yesterday. All we need to do is bed up, give them hay, and sprinkle some grain on top of the TMR. So we'll go up the road and get after things. What are we doing today?
I'm doing a little bedding. A little cold, get the cows a little bedding, keep them warm.
You remember that guy, don't you? He stuck that John Deere hat in front of the camera.
Well, we're slowly getting some John Deeres over here. We got a John Deere baler, right?
Yeah, that John Deere baler needs to go bye-byes. Needs replaced with a New Holland.
Well, I can't complain about a New Holland. We've had a New Holland baler before. They do pretty good.
Seem to make a tighter bale, don't they?
Yeah, but they're saying they're still getting the same amount of material in.
Yeah.
That's what they claim.
I don't know, the John Deere 450Ms, they're pretty nice too. 1,000 subscribers. Letting the cows out here this afternoon. Need to bed the free stalls up. It's just so much easier whenever they're outside down in the meadow and not have any cows in the barn to bed the free stalls rather than chase them around to bed different sections. The Nor haulers were here yesterday and they got the pit down pretty far. It was clean full, about as full as it could ever get, and the ground froze enough that they could get out and haul, so they hauled a decent bit out, so we should be good for a little while. Probably have to haul out before we start planting corn and stuff here in the spring, but at least we have enough room here now for a while. Sun is shining, but it's still really cold. The ladies, they went out. They're here balling. How about it, Itchy? Huh? Girls went out, don't you? Don't blame you. It's a nice day other than being cold. Definitely don't want to get in front of them. They're sure happy to get outside, which I don't really blame them. It's good to get them off the concrete. Concrete's just hard on them after a while, you know, standing here eating at the bunk and stuff. They can go lay down in the free stalls, which are comfortable, but just being on the concrete, it's good to get them out on the soft ground. I want to get down here and see if this choke ever thawed out at all in this bobcat. Has the new haul and brought it back down here in case it still froze. Being in here in the barn like that, it's still cooler than to be outside with the sun shining, so it's probably not gonna thaw out till tomorrow. It's supposed to get up in the 50s. The wheel bearing had went out on the gale and ruined the housing, the outside of it, so our neighbor fixed it up for us, and Dad went and picked it up today, and he put it on, and he's putting it back together right now. He started putting it back together. He put a new bearing in it and stuff while me and Ryan were up at the heifer farm finishing up. So just worked out that we're hopefully gonna get that thing going again today. That way we don't have to run the skid loader back and forth and keep the gale here and the new hauling up there like normal. It's a lot nicer doing it that way and having to run the skid loader back and forth. Just adds extra time and extra wear on the skid loader. I can get this bobcat to get started. I had to this morning to get it moved off the scraper. Dad had adjusted the choke so the cable doesn't control it anymore. You can just move a piece here to control it, which you can get it running that way, but I have it choked the whole way and it just seems like it doesn't have enough power to turn it over. Like it needs to put on the charger, so the alternator quit working on that thing, so I just put the new hauling on the scraper. We'll get her done that way this afternoon. bear. Huh? What you doing, buddy? Got the cows milked, the calves are all fed. Hopefully tomorrow when it warms up we can get this 642B choke freed up. It's still froze. Parked it here in the shop, put the New Holland back on the scraper so that way we don't have to deal with it in the morning. Dad got in the wheel bearing housing and stuff back on the skid loader, so it's running now. Used it to mix up feed and it worked fine. So hopefully that's it for wheel bearings for a while, because he's tired of replacing them, because he just replaced 3 on the New Holland and now 1 on the Gale. So seems like it's always something breaking. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to check out all my other videos. I do have more videos than what's posted on the channel from like 2 years ago, but they're all private, so I can change that sometime, but it's just kind of a little leery of doing that because I don't want YouTube to start banning them for child safety again. Alright guys, have a good one. We'll see ya.